Hello, you're welcome to Agro Riches podcast with me, Jessica Melody. Today, we promise to have an exciting show. I'm actually also very excited about today's episode because we are going live. This is our first time of coming to you live from our studios, and I actually want you to send in your questions, your messages as we are streaming live to make this conversation an interactive one. So we are live on Agro Riches podcast. Tell another person, share the link, share the link, share the link. So let's go for a quick commercial break. When we return, we'll get straight into the discussion. You're welcome back from the break. I hope you have actually shared the link. It's actually very important to me. We want others to be educated about today's discussion. So I'm sure you can see that someone is seated right next to me, a very beautiful lady. Yeah, she will be our guest for today, giving us insights into today's discussion. But yeah, we are actually talking about breast cancer awareness. We are in October, and as we all know, October is the month for breast cancer awareness, where we push the agenda for people to know about breast cancer and get tested. And for today's discussion, we'll be talking about the natural remedies for breast cancer solutions here. So joining us today for the discussion is Nana Ama Oferiwa Entry. She's an agricultural journalist, my very own friend. Nana Ama, you're welcome to today's discussion.
Thank you very much for having me, Jessica. I'm excited.
You are looking good. You're looking ravishing.
Thank you.
Okay, so Nanama, I can actually see we are twinning with this year. We are promoting the campaign.
We are repping breast cancer awareness.
Yeah. So I just want to say that to you, how important or how significant do you think breast cancer awareness is in the month of October?
Okay, so breast cancer awareness month to me is very important. That I've actually coined a term for it.
Okay.
Yes. So I call October Octobreast. Yes, in how do I even say this? In like remembrance of we marking the month as breast cancer awareness month. So despite it gaining momentum now, breast cancer awareness month was like, it actually dates back to 1985 when the American Cancer Society teamed up with a pharmaceutical company to celebrate breast cancer, to create awareness about it. So breast cancer awareness month, with breast cancer awareness month, we are able to spread the word and inform people on the preventive measures, how to not get breast cancer. And we also use the month as an opportunity to appeal for funds to support research towards breast cancer. Yeah, and to also share survival stories for those going through it, to know that they can also come out victorious and survive the illness. So it means a lot. Yeah,
I actually also think the month is very significant. If not for a whole month dedicated to the cancer, I'm not sure a lot of women would have paid critical attention to the cancer and the virus.
Yeah.
So we are talking natural remedies. How does someone's diet or how does someone's nutrition play a major role in helping them go through the breast cancer phase?
Okay, so usually, I don't know if it's an African thing or it's an individual thing, but most of us do not pay particular attention to what we consume until we go down with an illness or something. That's when we go like, hey, let me check my sugar, let me check, the oil is too much, this and that, yes. But actually what we take in influences our well-being, and it influences our health in a lot of ways. So with breast cancer, as you mentioned, there are lots of natural remedies that could help prevent you getting breast cancer. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm sure our viewers are actually happy to hear that natural remedies are there. Sometimes some people ask, how does breast cancer come about? Cancer in itself, we actually do not know the source of it. But one thing we know for sure is trying to live a healthy life and eating a balanced diet can play a major role in that. So, Nanama, I think let's go to the specifics. I'm sure some of my audience are actually itching to hear. So, what are some of the fruits and vegetables that have properties in them to help someone fight cancer and later help prevention?
Yeah, so there are lots of things we consume in our daily lives that actually help prevent breast cancer, but we have no idea about. So beans, I'll start with beans. I know we all
Hey,
love
the
our
more
gobe.
people eat gobe. Okay,
I know the gobe lovers are like, we are eating the good
yeah.
stuff. Yes, so beans is rich in fiber.
Okay.
And this fiber actually helps, has anti-cancer properties that could help you, could help prevent cancer. So incorporating beans into our daily meals. I know, so gobe, aside gobe, you can prepare beans too, among other stuff. Carrots. Yes. So carrots contains this compound called carotenoid.
Okay.
And this carotenoid also has anti-cancer properties. And you know now, a lot of people substitute carrots with tomato when preparing soup. So yes, aside our Ghana salad, vegetable stew where we add carrots and all that, we can incorporate carrots more into our dishes. Also onions, ginger, our herbs, our natural herbs in kitchen thyme and the rest, ginger and all that. So onion, garlic, they contain flavonoids that are also a compound and has antioxidant properties that could also help fight cancer. And soy, but there's a little debate on soy. So soya bean, which we consume, we can consume soya-based products. So in our
so not to cut you, Vitamilk, whether we like all these soy milks and the rest, is that helpful as well, or because it's processed, so we cannot really count it as such?
So about that, since it contains soy, I think it's good, but I would prefer you to take it more organically, maybe buying the soy and processing it yourself.
Or Tom Brown.
Exactly, so you can add more soy in your Tom Brown. Those who enjoy soya kebab, soy kebab, whatever, the Nigerians is soya.
Ghanaians also like that.
Yes.
I actually like it.
Okay.
Now I'll be more encouraged to eat that more.
Yeah, soy milk. But here, that's where they debate it. Have you heard something called edamame or something?
No.
Yeah, so the English call it edamame. So edamame is just soybeans.
Are you sure you are not saying say ademe? Because ademe no ye de bankuni nkrumankwan.
Exactly, but where is soy? Soy, immature or green soy is what is called edamame, and that's the Japanese pronunciation.
Okay.
And it's native to Japan, but now it has been westernized and is being eaten as a snack. So it's just soybean, but immature green soybean being cooked, like how we cook garnets and from the pod, the fresh garnets.
Yeah.
So this one's the same process, just that when you are enjoying it, you take it out of the pod. Yes, and it's also really, really good and helpful. But this is where they debate it. The Asians consume a lot of soy. So research has shown that those who consume soy throughout their lives actually there was a studies and they stood at a lower risk of getting breast cancer as compared to someone who takes it once in a while, like us who take soy kebab once in a while.
So it's like you have to make it like a culture or something, not a one-off thing.
Exactly, it should be incorporated into your diet. But I believe more research is needed on that field because estrogen, which is found in females, is one contributing factor. Like when you have high levels of estrogen, you stand at a higher risk of getting breast cancer. And soy has been known to increase the level of estrogen in you. So that's where the issue is.
Okay.
But I believe more research will be made in that part.
I actually hope that my audience and my guests are enjoying the conversation. I want them to actually also take notes because we have mentioned some things like carrots, and carrots of late, you can actually, people now add carrots to their light soup and it's also nutritious. So she's mentioned carrots, she's mentioned salad. I actually want to go online and see some of you sending the messages because my producer is alerting me that people have some questions for us and they're asking.
I left others. I left cabbage, I left contomere. So cabbage is also another thing. Spinach, consume leafy vegetables also contribute a lot to making us healthy.
Oh, okay. I mean, some people are sending in some interesting conversations. Someone, maybe Mr. Sabah says that, I didn't know beans is good for the breast, with a laughing emoji.
Yeah.
I'm sure people will consume some more gobe. And, okay. And it looks like the guys are also tuned in and they're asking more questions.
It's actually really good. I want them on here because usually when we mention breast cancer, people think it's just women, but men can get breast cancer too.
Yeah.
So please don't take yourself out of screening exercises and all that. Men can also get breast cancer.
Yeah. So Nanama, let me just ask you this question. This is from Nana Kwabnagani, and he says, "Hello, can your guest kindly help us with specifics for foodstuff or vegetables to take in while being treated for breast cancer? Thanks."
Okay, so when you are going through chemotherapy, you experience nausea, tiredness, and you can't keep food down, and you don't even feel like eating anything. It's very difficult to eat stuff. So chamomile tea would help. I think, chamomile tea also contains a lot of compounds that have anti-cancer stuff. And broccoli.
It looks like you have a lot to give us. So yes. I actually want my people online to hold on so that we go for a break, come back, and then we continue the discussion. I hope your notes are with you, your pens. It's very important that you jot them down. And could be later on back who say you couldn't prevent it, or you could have prevented it. Let's go for a quick break. We'll be right back. You're welcome back from the break. I'm glad you stayed with us. Nanama was giving us some more food, organic foods that we could eat. She mentioned fish, she mentioned egg, and then we went on to fish. So let's let her continue and give us some more points. But while she's giving us the points, I know you have questions. I know, parents, you either send them so that we answer them for you and help you. Yeah. Nanama, so you were saying
you had questions.
Oh, we know you are not an expert, but we can see that you are well researched and we are loving the conversation. We are all involved. Yes, please. So please tell us some more.
Yeah, so on the fish, fish contains omega-3.
Okay.
Yeah, which actually helps. So oysters, herrings, amane, sardines.
Hey.
Yeah, I think
I mentioned because it's too dry.
But I think sardine, amane no bio.
Sardine is like mackerel or?
No, mackerel is different. Like I think the fish used.
Okay, well.
Today we are not fish experts, but mackerel. I don't mean the mackerel, like the mackerel we consume. The mackerel we consume is also mackerel and it's good. But I think we have mackerel fish. That's what the Nigerians...
that's the fish used for mackerel.
Yeah.
So
sauce. Salmons, mackerel, sardines, they are all really, really helpful when they have omega-3 fats and they contain certain compounds or properties that help. There was one thing I forgot to add, Jessica.
Yeah,
so
tell me.
Obesity is also something that puts you at risk at getting breast cancer. Because when you're obese, your estrogen levels are high. And when you have certain illnesses like PCOS and the rest, it also increases your estrogen level. And when your estrogen level is high, is a risk factor. You stand, is a risk factor, and you stand at risk of getting breast cancer. So, ladies, let's hit the gym. I know we've always been talking about it and we end up sleeping. Please, this is your sign to start gymming when you feel like
Nana, if you want to talk to me directly. Don't pass through corners.
I've not mentioned I didn't mention your name, but either way. And on that note, someone mentioned treatments, like when you are going through treatments, certain food stuff to take. Yes, so I think I mentioned chamomile tea. Yes, that's something you can keep down. Avocado is also very, very good. Yeah, so you
avocado pear.
Oh,
then I'll have to, because it's not something I like. There's no taste in it.
Really?
But guys, don't be like me. Try to eat healthy. So Nanama, let me take some more comments. Now Chester, this one that has come in there, it has shocked me. Looks like the men are actually tuned in and are asking the questions. Women tune in as well, okay? So this one says, Does fondling my girlfriend's breast prevent breast cancer? I didn't mention the name because Ebiana, he wants to be anonymous. Nana, my first of wait, before we go into this question, have you checked your breast? Have you screened your breast medically? Not like someone else screening for you.
Oh yes, me, I like free stuff. Oh, I don't waste time at all. Like I usually make good use of. That's why I've named it Octobreast, because I get a lot of benefits in October instead of paying for ultrasound or a mammogram, which might be expensive to me. When I hear October, I'm online searching for free breast screening centers to go and get tested. So me, I'm fit as a fiddle.
Okay, great. So let's go back to this person's question that I had. He was asking, does fondling of the breast help also prevent breast cancer? I'm sure when he says fondling, he's talking about sucking and all of that. But I mean, I'm sure maybe some children might be tuned in, so we don't want to be watching. We don't we don't want to be so gross. So yeah.
Yes.
What do you say to that?
I'm so happy, Mr. Anonymous, for asking me this question. So fondling or pressing or getting affiliated and well acquainted with your partner's breast. The reason why we say it's a preventive measure and most health professionals encourage it is not a sure way to not get breast cancer. No, but it's a preventive measure because when you get well acquainted and affiliated with your partner's breast, you know the ins and outs. I mean, like you know how it feels and everything. So when a lump appears out of nowhere, you will be able to detect faster. And this early detection could help save your partner's breast that you adore so much from like getting lost to cancer. So that is why it's a good measure or it's being encouraged. But it's not a sure way that when you play with it or whatever you do with it, it means your partner is not going to get breast cancer, maybe. But it helps with early detection. And when the lumps are detected earlier, the process is faster and you stand at a higher risk of beating the disease.
Okay, that's actually good to know. Nanama, thank you for giving us. I think that one there is important because there are some people that think that, I mean, the men fondling with the breast connotes that, I mean, all of a sudden, if you like, it just helps with the prevention. But I'm glad you have clarified that it actually helps with breast detection. And please, the singles here, don't let those in the relationship choke you. Let the singles breathe. You can do that yourself. I mean, if you go online and everything, it's unfortunate that pseudo doctor did not bring any doll here to come and show us. Then, or you want to.
Please, your breasts are your own. So you can, if you are single like me, you can. Hey, it's not a show for anybody to but yeah.
Also, my sister there said, yeah.
I can be a single mother and rock it.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just let's continue.
You can like you can check it out yourself.
Yeah.
The breasts are yours, so you could, every morning screen, aside the professional screening, you can also be checking yourself. And on the chemo stuff, I actually forgot some berries. Berries are also very, very helpful. And since you can't keep food down, having snacks like nuts, almonds you have from kati, and any extra oil you have from kati, that's almonds. So you can munch on almonds and any of these other stuff to help you. And they also have anti-cancer properties. Also turmeric. I know turmeric has gained popularity because it helps give you nice skin and stuff. But turmeric also contains a compound called curcumin, and this curcumin actually really helps prevent cancer. So you can incorporate it into your diet aside using it as a face mask for your skin. Yeah, it's curry. That's what gives curry powder.
Yeah, I actually use a wild frying yam to give it like a little color and all of that.
Great. Into one more recipe back home, you can incorporate turmeric in your diet. And I don't know, do you know this fruit called punyu? But when I was a kid, I used to enjoy it a lot. It's also known as Indian blackberry or German.
How does it look like? If it's can help
black. It's like blackberry. So instead of strawberries and all the other expensive.
Is it bigger?
No. It's not as big as strawberry, but it looks like a berry, like a round black berry. And you peel, and I think it even gives you a black like color on your tongue or something when you consume it. So when I was young, we plug it green, go and bury it in ashes, and it turns black. And we enjoy it. So the Indian blackberry, you can Google how it looks like. Our own velvet tamarind yoyi is also when it's in season, it's cheap. So when I say berries, you can take strawberries and all that, but these are the ones very available.
Okay, Nana, my guests, my audience are actually tuning in and they are asking a lot of questions. So someone is also asking again that is breast cancer hereditary? Say, if you mommy and say, do you get it? Is it hereditary?
Yes, breast cancer is hereditary. That's why I feel like the Breast Cancer Awareness Month, October, is a really, really good initiative because you get to know all about these things. So breast cancer is hereditary. If your mom got breast cancer, you stand at a higher risk of getting breast cancer. Maybe Nana got it and you don't know, or because at that time it wasn't very known back then. That's why you need to be checking periodically.
So from what you're saying, if someone in your family or there's a history of breast cancer being recorded, it means you are more prone to it.
Exactly.
Therefore, you need to check regularly.
Yes, you stand at a higher risk of getting it, so you need to be on your toes and
okay, Nana, I would like to wrap up the conversation. So, what clarion call will you give to our guests, our viewers online about the Breast Cancer Awareness Month?
Okay, so I'm not talking to just the women, the men. As I mentioned earlier, please take note and take this seriously. Men also stand at a higher risk of getting breast cancer. So, whilst you are escorting or accompanying your wives and girlfriends to get screened, you should also get screened. Don't feel shy. Don't feel shy about getting screened.
Or can their wives and girlfriends also check for them?
Yes, vice versa. Now, ladies, it's vice versa. You can also check for lumps for your men as well. And please take very, very good, how do I even say this? Take the opportunity, October or October's gifts, and get screened. And one thing I would say, don't wait for October to get screened. Please make it a point to have periodic checks or periodic screening, because if you check in October and you don't check again and wait next year October because you like free stuff like me, and that following month you get a lump which goes undetected. Now they're fine. So please, I beg you, visit a health professional and get an ultrasound or a mammogram and stay safe.
So I'll actually plug my audience for those of you that have been able to stay up to this point of the conversation as we are ending. I just want to mention 2 hospitals that I know that are currently running free breast screening. So if you go to St. Catherine's Hospital in North Kaneshi, they're actually running a breast cancer free session, that screening. That's from on Mondays and Fridays from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. St. Catherine's at North Kaneshi. North Kaneshi is very central, so you can pass by and get your breast screened. There's also another one I know at Amran here. Yes, that's St. Gamali's Hospital. You can also go there and check your breast. I think that's this coming Saturday, 9 a.m. So thank you for joining us. Your health is your wealth. What you eat contributes to your well-being. So it's very important for you to eat the necessary food dyes to help you, your whole immune system, and also help you gain some powers and prowess to be able to fight breast cancer. Thank you for joining us on today's podcast series on Agro Riches. My name is Jessica Melody, and today I had Nana Ama Oforiwa entry. I'll see you.
Doctor.
Hey, you're a pseudo doctor, so please don't take it up on yourself before the Medical and Dental Association come dragging me. Please, we don't want any problem on our show. So thank you for joining us on today's discussion. Then next time we come to you with another interesting and educative conversation. Thank you for staying with us. Bye.